Yo, what's up, guys? We the people here, coming to you with another Legends of Runeterra video. So, I've just been looking at a lot of the like the past updates for Legends of Runeterra, and I've just been trying to just figure out where things should go from here. And that's why I've been just like trying to come out with more videos and stuff like that about like my personal opinion about Legends of Runeterra. And like my first video was like the state of Legends of Runeterra, and then like if we should nerf and how we should like balance things and stuff like that. So I think this one is gonna be more of like my solutions, kind of, which one of my biggest solutions to the balance of Runeterra is definitely how, you know, like in a lot of different games, there's like a public test, like a place where the people that play the game, they can like publicly test everything that's gonna happen before the patch actually hits. Like I think that should definitely be a thing that Legends of Runeterra adopts. Like I don't know how they can incorporate this, because in any other card game, I don't really think there's been like a way for them to be able to publicly test the actual like futurely test the cards. But I know Riot definitely has done it, because in League there's literally a PTB, which is a public test build of like future patches, which more so is like, it's just a place, it's literally just a place for people to just test out different skins, different champions like that are buffed or nerfed and stuff like that. And I think that if Legends of Runeterra had that, it would definitely help with balance, and it would definitely be able to, you know, have people test these cards and be like, okay, this buff is good, or this nerf is good, or whatever. Like this is buff too much, or this is nerf way too much, or whatever. Like you'll be able to assess that from public build, instead of them trying to basically scramble kinda to like it. I'm not saying like they make like it's hard for them to buff and nerf cards, but it's more like they don't want to over nerf cards and they don't want to over buff cards. And the public test, like if there was some kind of like place where you could publicly test the cards, then they could do crazy stuff like that. Like they could over buff like Twisted Fate or whatever. Like say for instance, if Twisted Fate's win rate got extremely low and they didn't really know how to change the card, right? They could test different things in that public build where like top, like not really top, but like more like people that play the game all the time, they could test these cards. I mean, it wouldn't even have to be people that play the game all the time. It could be anybody that actually knows how to play the game could test these cards and then give them feedback based on you know, how they feel about what's actually going on with the cards. And I think that would definitely be a very welcoming change to Legends of Runeterra. I mean, I got a notepad, guys, so I mean pretty much here I just wrote down some pros and cons, but I feel like the moral of the whole story is that these cards need to be tested. Like honestly, these cards, they need to be tested. They need to be fully tested before they hit onto the actual regular servers. And if I feel like especially like there's just certain cards that I'd just be like, how did these cards even get through? Like honestly, like it's how did people think that these cards were not going to function and be and do something in the meta? Like Like, say for instance, when they I mean, not even just buffing and nerfing. Actually, I'm actually overthinking it when I say just buffing and nerfing. Like, say for instance, if they were gonna come out with some new set or something like that, right? They could test these cards beforehand so that when they come out into the regular server, it's not like some, like, you don't get broken cards. Like, you don't get a meta where everything is just broken, you know? So I think a good example, in my opinion, a good example of that, let me think. Let me see these cards. Let me see. Something that I wish was publicly tested. Honestly, I wish all the Noxus cards were publicly tested. Things like Imperial Demolitionist with Disciple. Cards like, what else? Where's this dude? Cards like Basilisk Rider with his +1/+1 overwhelm, like because I feel like cards like that are not holding back the meta, but are definitely making it so that the meta has to play out a certain way, and that means that you have to build your deck a certain way, and that in turn oppresses a lot of different other strategies. Like, I can't, like, well, I don't know how everybody else feels about the metas right now, but for the most part, I feel like the meta is basically just the Sedge mid range, pretty much Sedge mid range. I feel like Elusives took a little bit of a step back, but they were definitely prevalent for like 2 to 3 weeks. There's the Darius Basilisk stuff with like Disciple, with like this Imperial Demolitionist Disciple, and just a whole lot of just face damage. It's just straight up, I'm going face. Like, you play, like, you have this curve, and then you have this dude. Where is he at? And you have this dude. Where is he at? Where's that 3-drop? Yeah. Oh, he's a 2-drop. Oh wow. But I mean, this is basically the curve. Actually, no, I'm lying. This is not the curve. This is basically the curve right here. Like, this curve is retarded. Like, honestly, this curve is retarded. It doesn't even make sense together. Like, honestly, like, it should not be a thing. It really shouldn't. I don't know if that's better or worse than the old Demacia curve. But I mean, yeah. I just think that these cards need to be tested. If they were to give the players the power to test these cards, and I think crazy cards like Heimerdinger with freaking Flash of Brilliance and stuff like that, or like Vi, as crazy as she was for a long time, or I mean, I don't think Sejuani is like, I mean, Sejuani's good, but I don't think she's broken. Like, honestly, that's my personal opinion. Like, I think she's holding up Freljord, which is a good thing. I think she should be holding up Freljord, honestly. But I think Heimerdinger throws Piltover like way over the top, that it doesn't even need Heimerdinger. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't need Heimerdinger, but I'm saying, like, I think it throws it over the top. Like, I think Heimerdinger as a card just throws Piltover way over the top. And then Vi is just, oh, you want Vengeance as a unit that can kill anything? Well, here you go. Here's Vi. Like, that's what this card is, honestly. It's Vengeance on a stick, which is stupid. it doesn't even make sense as a card. But and my whole thing is that cards like that would not come out, or definitely wouldn't come out as powerful as they do on release if we can test these cards. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I want to get popular enough so that maybe Riot can start seeing my videos and start seeing the things that I say and stuff like that, because I mean, I'm gonna be making a whole lot of more videos about Legends of Runeterra and stuff like that, and how I feel about just in general, the general tone of the game, because I've definitely put in a whole bunch of hours. I've played this game at a high level. Honestly, I'm about to start doing tournaments as well. I'm about to start entering tournaments just so I can play this game at a higher level, so that I can talk from experience about Legends of Runeterra in general, because I think that this is a really, really thought out game. Honestly, it is. Like, the devs did a pretty good job when they came out with a lot of the mechanics. They did a very good job when they came out with a lot of the aesthetics of the game. It's a really good game. Honestly, it is. It's one of the best card games I have played. I've played a lot of different card games. So in my opinion, this card game is really brilliantly thought out. But there are a lot of problems that I foresee, and that's what I want to make videos about. I want to make videos about the problems that I foresee and I don't want to happen, because then the game gets stale. Then the game gets unplayable. And I don't want to enter into another card game where the game is unplayable, because that's not fun. It's not fun to play a game that's unplayable, or that forces me to play a certain way. That kind of game is just not fun to me. So, oops. All right. So, yeah, I think that's about it. So if anybody has any comments, you can leave it below. I don't think I'm gonna be making a video every day, but I'm definitely gonna make videos whenever I can about Legends of Runeterra and how my opinions on it and stuff like that. I stream on Twitch. I'm trying to stream on Twitch consistently. Usually my schedule is on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Honestly, I haven't been playing a lot of Legends of Runeterra because, like I said, it hasn't been fun. This patch, since they changed Noxus, like, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of, like, okay, first patch of Season of Fortune, right? Wait, is it Season of Fortune? Yeah, Season of Fortune. First patch of Season of Fortune, right? I think that was literally the best patch of Legends of Runeterra. You could play any deck and you could rank up. Like, actually, it was either the patch after you got your icon or the patch of it. Like, you could play any deck and you can rank up. But then, literally, the patch after that, where they buffed Darius and they buffed Basilisk Rider, that's when I started questioning things. I'm like, why are they buffing aggro? Like, aggro was already, like, on a tipping point where it was like, if I get one or two more cards, I'm broken. And then they buffed maybe those, like, one or two more cards, so, like, now I'm broken again. Like, and aggro and burn, I mean, they kind of go in the same category, and they oppress things. They make you have to play the game a certain way, and no one likes that. No one likes to have to play the game a certain way. No one likes that. So that's the video, guys. Yeah, I'm out. Peace out.